Spooky announcement. I have a live stream coming up on the 2nd or the 3rd of April, depending where you're located. Just go down to the description box below and check out the link and it will show you your local time. I hope to see you guys there. So today is finally the day. We're going to go see The Witch. I'm really excited and I've made Dean come with me. I'm really excited. The main thing, I asked you guys on Twitter if you wanted me to do an initial reaction of this or a review, and a lot of people said both. So I'm going to watch the film and do a reaction afterwards, and then I'll do a little review when I've slept on it, I guess. Right now, on the way, I'm just thinking, I don't really know much about the film. I know it is like a slow burn and it's more kind of like a thriller. I know it's not based on paranormal, maybe, I'm not too sure. I've tried to avoid a lot of reviews and articles about it completely. So I've kind of avoided all of my favorite people on YouTube who are talking about it at the moment. So I'm really excited to actually watch it and then go back and be able to watch people's videos. I'm super excited and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we just got out of seeing The Witch, and I can totally understand what I actually heard kind of leaked from people. I don't think we did have the best cinema experience. We had people laughing the whole time, or just during crucial parts where someone was dying and then everyone would start laughing. Also, I can understand how people definitely felt like the movie wasn't horror and felt kind of let down by that because it's not conventional horror. And I think that that's hard for people to accept, that it's not full of jump scares and it's not, totally every single moment is packed. In saying that, Dean really didn't like the movie. We went with 8 other people, and I think myself, my friend Zach were the only ones that liked it. Hi everybody else if you're watching. One point is that the tension building, even though I knew that there was a lot of tension, there was meant to be a lot of tension building within the film, I don't think that there really was. I think that what happened, because what I do is I relate this kind of to The Village, and I did this before I saw it just because of what I heard people talking about. Saying that it wasn't a real horror, it was kind of like a thriller. I knew it was old-timey, so I knew that it would have that kind of same feel, which it kind of did in a certain way. The Village goes up to a peak and then, it all unravels, where this movie is just intense, talky section, intense, this happens, intense, and you just kind of don't know where it's going, which is good for unpredictability, but it doesn't really work as a tension-building type movie. In saying all of that, I really did like it, and I thought it was really interesting, and the ending's a whole nother story, I guess, and obviously I don't want to give away too much. I don't want to sound all elite or whatever, but I know a lot of you guys watch a lot of horror movies and can understand where this movie's coming from, but I felt like a lot of people in the cinema don't watch a lot of horror movies, and they just thought, this is a horror movie that's out at the moment, it's getting really good ratings, everyone's talking about it, let's go see it, and they didn't really understand. But in saying that, they shouldn't have a prerequisite to seeing a film, so I don't know, it's hard. I'm gonna sleep on it and let you guys know tomorrow how I feel. Okay guys, it's now the day after, and I just wanted to wrap up this video with just a little mini review, just explaining what I thought about the film in a little bit more depth. Number one, I thought the soundscape was amazing in this movie, and it kind of made it. There was points in the film that were really, really scary and really intense, and I felt like if it didn't have that soundscape going along with the images, it wouldn't have been as scary as it was. Another thing I really liked about the movie is a lot of the themes are involved in it. Obviously, the religious theme and element is a huge part of the movie. I don't know what it is. I think I'm just really interested in religion, and even more so, really interested in Satanism, so the satanic cultness of the film definitely got me. One thing that I can't really relate to in these kind of films is the old English language. It's kind of hard to detect what people are talking about. It gets easy after a while. It's nothing that's gonna, you need subtitles or anything. It's nothing crazy like that, but I do understand how it put a lot of people off, and it's just not that easy to get into, but once you're in there, it's good. I think that it was just more jarring because there was really intense scenes, and then there was just a lot of talking and then another intense scene, which I have no problem with, but it's it's kind of hard to get into the language when you're getting pulled in and out of it, and you're not really sure what direction it's taking, which isn't a bad thing. Like I said yesterday, it's kind of just part of the movie experience and the part of the unpredictability. And the last thing I really liked about the movie was the way it was shot, and mainly in that, the kind of like the color palette, it was really gray. All the skies were really overcast, which was really interesting, and I don't know, it just gave a little creepy vibe. And normally you're used to seeing everything really cut and clear in these kind of movies. Everything looks really specky and really clear and, I don't know, crisp. And I felt like that didn't have it in this movie, which really gave you this unsettled type feeling. I don't know, I really enjoyed that. If you guys haven't checked out this movie yet, just do it, even if it's for the hype and just to see if you like it or not, because I feel like people are split with this one. I liked it, and I'm gonna give it a personal score of 7 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a scare score of 6 maybe. It was actually pretty scary, and I think a lot of people said it wasn't scary at all. I mean, my boyfriend Dean said it wasn't scary at all, and he went into that being really scared and really worried about having nightmares, but he wasn't scared. But I think for people who understand where the horror was coming from within the movie, it's kind of a bit freaky. And for originality, I'm gonna have to give it like a 6. I don't think it was super original. It was nothing that hasn't really been done in some shape or form before, but it was definitely interesting, and I think it's a good like change up from the normal, you know, modern horror. So I really enjoyed that. It was kind of like a breath of fresh air, and I hope you guys felt the same way. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you're having a great day, and stay spooky.